If I didn't bring a saucer with the cup to the guests on a tray, my dad's already giving me a death stare. Where was the saucer? Where was the saucer?
Hi, I'm Paulina, I'm from Poland.
Hi, I'm Hadil, I'm from Lebanon.
Hi, I'm Umar, I'm from Pakistan.
Hi, my name is Edward Kim from Korea.
Hi, my name is Samina, I'm from Kazakhstan.
Hi, my name is Stacy, I'm from Nigeria.
Do you think your country is hospitable?
I think it is. We don't even expect that you would text me before you come over. Just come over, the door are always open.
Same here, 100%. We're willing to go in debt to be hospitable.
Guests are treated with more respect than the kids in their own house. Set a time, we might be late, but we'll have a good time together.
When you have an exotic look, you might have kind of, but when you say one word like a hi in Korean, we're just ready to go, oh my God, you know the world? Come here, eat some food.
In terms of Kazakhstan, when we have guests over, it's like a whole celebration. Biggest thing is like you come for tea all the time. Tea, and then there's like some desserts and everything. Most of the times you actually have a whole buffet in front of you. And that's how the standard is.
In Nigeria, actually, it's not tea, it's alcohol. You know, from when you walk into the house, it's a party, you know, the way they greet you, the way everybody's like, oh my gosh, this person is here.
The alcohol is served for both the men and the women?
Well, technically, I want to say the women are drinking, but they're not drinking anything as strong as the men. You know what I mean?
What about you?
Let's not talk about me. I don't know.
What you're going to do now is you're going to rank yourself from the least to the most hospitable.
Already, or can we discuss first?
I think you guys should rate it for money, though. How much money you spend when a guest comes over. How about that? Maybe that would help.
But how much, but like, it's how you treat it, because like when you come to our home, it's not about the amount, it's like how you being treated. Like you literally like a king or a queen, like coming
How
in.
many hours did we take to prepare this meal? Okay. And even the tea, it might not be the most fancy, but we have this special tea for you. We made this for you. That's least?
No, that's the most.
I think you're staying there. This is the opposite of hospitable. We're the most hospitable. No, we aren't.
For me, hospitality is not just within that family. Like even if you go to a bar, for example, if I want to get a beer, the first thing that you get there is like carrots with like nuts and stuff like that, you know? And here, there's no such etiquette. I remember the first day at my job, actually, like the client came in and I'm looking at the secretary and I'm looking at my boss and I'm like, no one is gonna offer coffee?
The Korean restaurants and like side dishes a lot. And then even like, whereas when you go to bar, they have like really big snacks that you can have it with a beer. So you don't have to order other side dishes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's like a standard cuisine, right? Because you still kind of pay for it. Like. When you come home though, when you greet guests, is that the same treatment?
Yeah, we prepare food a day before.
You have the same.
We go to a market, he's gonna like it. We're gonna treat him for the best. And next morning, ta-da!
Okay, maybe you should be over here. Yeah. Seems like a lot of happiness is going on over there.
Like, are we the most hospitable?
That's the least, that's the most.
I am
But there's
not
one
here
point,
for
one
sure.
point.
Hello.
No one's gonna be there, first of all. Pakistani cannot be here.
Okay, wait. Another question. How long does it actually take to prepare for when the guests come? Because for us, the standard is you have to clean the whole house until it shines.
I do the same. When I know people are coming over, even if it's not a guest for dinner, if someone's coming over,
I want to give an example, different, not food. So one of my friends from Mexico went to Poland, didn't know anyone, just talked to one person. That person took him over to her house. He stayed overnight there. Then he said he's going to another city. That person called two friends from the other city. They picked him up from the airport. They took him to their houses. He didn't know anyone. And they were just like giving him food and everything. And that's very normal, actually.
I think this conversation is leading back to who the guests are.
it doesn't matter. If you're asking that, you're standing here.
Okay.
Yes! Who the guests are, the word is guest. The other aspect of hospitality is your behavior with the guests. If I didn't bring a saucer with the cup to the guests on a tray, my dad's already giving me a death stare. It's like, I don't know what I did wrong, but I stepped with my left foot I don't know what happened. When I go back to the kitchen, he's coming, where was the saucer? Where was the saucer? Didn't I teach you better than this? Just because I left the saucer. I was like 13. That's how picky it is in terms of how much respect. It's about the way you greeted them. The way, if they asked you a question, you didn't respond to them, you can be rude.
Now, in my culture, if a guy was gonna greet the people that come to the house, you have to go on your two hands.
Oh, is that actually true?
And yes, you actually have to go like, kind of like
No
that.
way.
Really?
Yeah, and the girls have to kind of go like this.
So the guests, it depends if they're like.
Whenever you're serving people, whenever you're serving them, whenever you're greeting them, whenever you see them, it's just you're down doing that.
I have like Nigerian friends,
Yeah.
and I went to their like house. It wasn't the treat.
Oh no.
Not the ones that are outside
Elders,
Nigeria.
elders, specifically
yeah.
elders.
To the
Older
elders.
people, the younger people have to go down.
But in our culture, we actually give gifts, like to the guests when they come. If it's elderly, there must be a gift. And exchange to other people too, like when they come to guests, like they kind of expect that they're gonna receive gifts, so they also bring a gift.
How about a spontaneous visit that you are not expecting a guest, but somebody is coming over? Like we put away everything we have in the fridge just to make sure that the person have food and drinks and vodka.
And
For us, it's like there's always this room that has like all the kitchenware and everything, the plates for guests. And even if it's like my aunt or my cousin, it's like their family, they can use our stuff. No, we're not allowed to use them, by the way.
Same here.
I'm like,
Same
what?
here.
Why did we buy them?
For us, we have used just regular, the cheapest cutlery
Yeah,
or whatever.
and then
But for guests, we have like crystal, silver
Yeah.
plates, beautiful glasses. I have to wipe them like multiple times until they shine.
that cabinet, the fanciest, the glass cabinet, is beside the dining table. That cabinet is a nice decoration, which you will, like you said, you will never.
Decoration that you would never open. There you go.
Except the guests when they come. The ones with gold patterns on them. The ones that you can only get from this rare store from this different part of the world. Even they stopped selling it. But we've got it for the guests. I don't even care about cutlery, but I want to use that one.
One of my friends from Middle East, they have really good ones. I stole them.
I think you come here.
Come on, it's not anything related. Come on, come on.
If we're having a dinner, females are usually the ones that are like servers. Me and my sister has been always there. My brother was enjoying his food, but like, it's also like a patriarchal society. So we would turn pretty much like in the hosts, cleaners, cooks. Entertainment.
You see like a random person and they have nowhere to sleep. Would one of your countries be hospitable enough to say, stay over?
We are friendly, but sometimes you kind of like hesitate to give something because
sensed
you
that
don't know,
body language.
right? It's kind of like a hidden wall between them.
Even in Lebanon, like right now, like even in the midst of the economic crisis, like one of the things that people say is that they feel comfortable because they know no matter how bad the situation is, no one is going to be sleeping on the street because the people are for the people.
Wow.
Yeah, that is. In
You got it.
You can
got
stay
it.
there. You can stay
Yeah,
there.
you can stay there. You got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Yes.
We kind of buy a sheep and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? What's it called in English?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice, exactly, for your family, for the loved ones, and then you give away that piece of meat to people, like literally strangers on the street.
What animal was it?
A sheep.
Oh, we go bigger. In Nigeria, we say cow.
Do any of your countries have the idea of like if you're out with someone that you have to get the bill for them?
Yes.
I know what
Bill.
the second really important question is who's going out with me to dinner?
I'll take you.
The next part of this video is show.
When I came here and I was having a conversation with my friend, he wanted to have a birthday party and he's like thinking where he wants to go, so he pays for everyone. I'm like, we're in Canada, like you don't have to pay for everybody's bill.
When I came to Canada, I was like, oh, I have to pay? I thought I got invited for dinner. Like, as a I'm bringing a gift for a birthday, which is like already like outrageous, but like I also have to pay on top.
Is it a bit of an ego thing in certain countries to show that you have more
100%.
than they, like to outdo each other, kind of?
100%,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Do you talk behind people's backs to say like, oh, that was terrible hosting?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are people.
And little things to the point, yeah. The food, how it was served, they didn't really serve all the plates properly, or the way that the person, that person's daughter, she was a bit rude when she said hi to me. And she,
Canadians are really polite, right? So they smile, they tend to say, how are you? Do any of you have that in my culture? Because in my country, like, if it's stranger, we keep it as strangers, but like, when I know you, then you get all the treatment.
We smile a lot, yeah.
Okay, then you should be there.
Polish people smile a lot?
Yeah. Yeah.
She said.
I don't believe you.
No, Russians don't smile, but Polish smile.
I hope you enjoyed our latest video in the series. If you love the series as well, then don't forget to give it a like and make a suggestion. What type of topic do you want us to cover next? Or what region of the world do you want us to cover next? I actually read your comments closely, so I'll keep it in mind. Stay tuned for next week's video, and as usual, don't forget to subscribe and to hit the bell button to receive notifications. Do that so you don't miss future videos. And I will see you next week with a new videos. Keep on breaking down your barriers.